Hi, this is Martha Sheriff. This video is going to show you how to get your applique patterns from a downloaded design that you've gotten from some design house online. Now what I have done is I've downloaded a free design from Planet Applique, and it is a paw print. I'm using Bernina Embroidery Software Designer Plus. It is version 5. So if you've got anything later than version 5, you should have no issues with using that. So I'm going to go to File, and we're going to go to where I have my design stored, and I'm going to use the 4x4 art file. Click Open there. Alright, so I have my design here. Over here to the right are the color numbers. It uses color number 1, then 2, then 1, then 2, then 1, then 2. That's kind of a long way of getting around things, but I'll show you some things within this applique design that I like and some that I don't like. So in this particular design, what I'm going to do is go over here to I'm going to select my design, then I'm going to go to Arrange, and I'm going to ungroup it because I want to be able to work with the individual parts. So let's do the first things first, and let's go see how this thing sews out. So I'm going to go click on View and Slow Redraw, and let's see what happens as it sews. Okay, there's the first placement line, and then it sews what I think is supposed to be a tack down, but it's in the wrong place. So it won't really tack down the piece that you put down. I'm sure that this is designed for a stitch in place. You place your fabric down, it sews around the fabric, and then you have to wiggle around and cut it. I can see where this would be a nightmare to cut all these little circles while your project is in the hoop. So we're just going to have to deal with that because that's the way the design is, and we're not going to go in and redigitize it, although it could be done. So let's go ahead and just let this sew through a little bit faster. Now we know how it sews. So what we want to do, I'm going to close this window, and what I really need is just the parts that are in color number 1. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to delete the other colors. And I'm right clicking on the number, and then I get the menu to delete, because I don't need anything but that first color. Now this is my first color right here. What I can do with that is go ahead and group it, and then I can slide all the rest of this out of the way and delete it. And I'll use my delete. Let's go ahead and select this and group this, and I'll delete that too. And then all I've got is this one piece. I'll also delete that. So what I have left is actually the pattern you need to cut your fabric. So what we're going to do here is go to File and Print. Now you're going to want to print not to your printer, but to a PDF. There's several free PDF writers online. One of the ones that I use is Do PDF. You can Google that, D-O PDF, and I think version 8 is the latest, and I'm going to use Do PDF version 8 for my printer. And then I'm going to go to my options. I want the whole design, which is on my screen. That's all that's left. And I'm either going to do actual size or 100%. 100% is actually actual size at this point, but that's what I would probably do all the time, is use 100%. Now you can click applique patterns, but it won't do you any good because this didn't use the applique feature. So what I'm going to do is make sure I'm in artistic view, because I will get a better trace when I get to my Silhouette software. So I'll click OK, and then let's just do a quick preview to see what it's going to look like. So it'll bring up a preview of the design, the way it's going to trace. Now you notice, because I use the artistic view, all those jump stitches aren't there because I don't want those in my pattern. So this is actually how it's going to print out. the PDF. So I click print now. Now the one thing I do like about Do PDF is it gives you the opportunity to actually save the file name, and we can browse our browser and put it someplace where we want it. So I'm going to put it back over here where it was, and I'll click on save. I think I have a little issue with my program, but maybe it'll come back. There it is. Alright, there's is my PDF. So what we need to do now is go to our Silhouette software. So I'm going to click down here. I already have it open to a blank area. So I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to click Open, and I have to select PDF for the format type. So I'll select on PDF, and there's my Paw Print 4x4 file right there. So I'm going to click on that and click on OK, or double click, whichever you want to do. And that brings up the PDF. Well, there's only one page for the PDF, so I'll click Import right down here at the bottom. Now I have that on my screen, so all I have to do is go to my Trace menu and select the trace area, and I'll draw a box around my paw. And that's really all you have to do. You don't have to adjust any high pass filters because you can see it's yellow, and all we're going to do is trace the outer edge. So I'm going to click Trace Outer Edge, and there it is. Let me move my PDF out of the way, and I'll click on that and hit Delete because I no longer need that. Now all you have to do is place this on your mat, place your fabric on your mat, and send it to your Silhouette. That's how super easy this is. Okay, let me show you one more thing with another design that I downloaded. Some of you may be familiar with OESD and their website called Embroidery Online. One of the cool things about Embroidery Online is that when they make an applique, they put the patterns into a PDF already. So let me show you how that works. So let's go to a new folder here, a new design. I'll click Open. And I know that this design is in pack number 12525. So I'll double click on that, and I need to click on PDF once again, and there is my PDF for that particular pack. I'll click on OK. Well, right now this doesn't make any sense because this doesn't look like anything we can trace. But what you see here is this is actually a 12-page PDF. So I'm going to click the numbers until I find the design that I want to use. OESD also includes applique instructions if you don't know how to do applique, so they give you a lot of information plus a project. So let's go ahead and click on this. I'm going to go to this last design. It's a heart, something that you could be using every day. So I'll just click on Import to import that page, and there that is. Okay, we'll go over to Trace, and I will trace the area. Select the trace area. Need to make this a little bigger so I can catch that top edge there. Alright, then I'm going to click Trace Outer Edge because that's all we need is the outer edge. Alright, let's move the PDF out of the way and select it and delete it. Alright, you see we've got some of the writing. We're going to get rid of that, but in order to get rid of that, we need to right click and click on Release Compound Path. Alright, right now we've got our pieces that are separate. So we can move these out of the way. The main thing I want to do is get these guys out of the way so we can get rid of that lettering because we don't need that. So I'll select that, hit my delete key, and then we can set these up for cutting. You can cut these in different colors of fabric just depending on how you place them on your mat. So you can place your designs however you want to do that. One of the things that you can use with Designer Edition, which you all have if you're reading PDFs, is go over here and click to your grid settings window and click on that, and you can actually turn on your rulers I don't know whether you've used this or not, but the rulers give you rulers on two sides of your screen. You can also turn on your crosshairs. So what we can do here, you notice that the crosshairs are here. This bothers some people, but what you can do is find out exactly where you need to put your fabric. Okay, this needs to be 6 inches over, if you can see this crosshair right here, and about 3¼ inches down. So you can put one piece on one side and one piece on the other. And you can also get the information on the rest of the pieces. So you just place your fabric on your mat so you can cut them all at once. And that's basically how simple it is. All you need to do is send it to your silhouette. What I would do is go ahead and set up my cut settings. And as you can see, they've highlighted, so they will cut. And you'll go down here and select fabric. So I usually use thin fabrics like cotton prints. And then that gives me some more information here. This is my blade setting. It says 3. I usually set it on 4 to start. You can try 3 and do a test cut. If you're not familiar with test cut, we'll have to do that in another video. And I put my speed down to 2, sometimes even 1. I leave the thickness at 33. And you're ready to send it to your machine. And that's all there is to it. So it's a wonderful thing. The next video will include cutting the fabric and prepping the fabric first and then cutting the fabric. So we'll get to that next time. All right. Thank you.